Welcome back to another episode of Most Dangerous Jobs. We have a very special job today. Freya, our most temperamental woolly mammoth, is about to have her first calf. Our job is to make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible and no other wild animals interfere. We're going to pop on our horses and go track her down. She likes to hang out up on the mountain ridges. Before we head up to the mountain, we want to welcome any newcomers to the show and say hello. Hello.
Hey, Ducky, besides my surgical gear, is there anything else we need to pack on those horses?
Make sure you've got a parachute and all of your camping gear.
Pumpkin and applesauce are fed, packed, and ready to go.
Right, off we go. We're lucky enough to have another beautiful day to find Freya. The wind chill isn't too bad, but it could get a lot worse if she's up in the mountains like we suspect she is. Daisy is looking closely for Freya's tracks in the snow.
I've got some tracks. I'm not sure they're hers. Let's go. Ducky, look over there.
Yes, Daisy, that poor trike. It's a constant reminder of the dangers we and all other animals face in an open and free reserve like ours.
Yep, she's definitely been in this direction.
Let's see if we can spot her from here, so we don't surprise her.
We should head up that path into the mountain ridge. I've seen her up there before.
Keep an eye on those owls. Can't trust anything that can spin its head 360 degrees. This is a known stomping ground for mammoths, but also the local wolf packs hunt here. We have to keep out of their way. Pumpkin and applesauce usually keep us on alert.
There's her tracks. I know it. They head up over there to the left.
Is that her, Daisy?
Right-o. She's probably heard us coming all the way from the bottom of the mountain.
She may be keeping a distance from us. Those large ears aren't just for looks. Have a look at her. Isn't she gorgeous?
She's definitely about ready to pulp. Let's stay close until we know she's ready. This looks like a good spot. We should set up camp. It could be a while still.
The temperature is starting to drop for the night. The scenery here is just beautiful. Daisy's Aunt Dolores made us a batch of her famous stew. The horses are tied up, but we are still going to keep an eye on Freya for a little while longer.
Thanks for the stew, Aunt Dolores. Ducky, why did the mammoth cross the road? Because they didn't have chickens in the Ice Age.
We're trying to do a show, Daisy.
What would you give a mammoth that's having an anxiety attack? Tranquilizers!
Okay then, much like me, Freya seems a bit agitated. We should turn in for the night. It may seem a little strange to have brought parachutes on a job like this, but as we were preparing early in the day, a memory from a few weeks ago struck me. From this height, a fall could be deadly, so keep a parachute and grapple on hand, of which I have neither. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Here's a word from our sponsor.
New from McClintlock Farms, the Arctic Fur Winter Set. Cold outside? That's no problem. This full set of hat, chest piece, leggings, gloves, and boots will keep you warmer than a baby mammoth on a sunny day.
It's early the next morning. We've noticed Freya has left the area overnight, which is actually a good sign. It means she has bedded down somewhere to give birth.
I'll get my tracking gear and medical supplies ready. Then we can go search for her.
Much like when Daisy is tracking sharks, she is using all of her knowledge and senses to the fullest to make sure we find Freya in time.
These are Freya tracks. These are fresh. Looks like she went down this hill not too long ago.
You're quite something in this, Daisy. I can't see a thing.
Hey, Ducky, do you want to hear another joke?
Not especially. I should mention that it is critical that we find her before she gives birth for the first time. It can be dangerous for... What did you say, Daisy?
I said this way!
We're close now. I can see her. We better hurry over and get to checking on her. She is magnificent, but she looks like she's having a hard time. Do you want to get in there and take a look, Daisy?
Her heartbeat sounds good, and her breathing is steady. Let me get my other equipment, especially my gloves.
Easy, girl. We're here to help you out. Is there anything you need me to do?
Just make sure you can keep the other wildlife away so I can see how far along she is.
Conditions are getting worse. You can hear the wind really howling and whistling. Hopefully it doesn't give the new calf any trouble.
Sorry, the whistling is me. It seems to calm her. She's about to have her any minute.
This mammoth in the background may be the father. He seems to be keeping a close eye on us. He shouldn't be a bother.
I can see the baby. She looks to be coming out tusks first.
Amazing creatures, these mammoths, to endure that sort of pain. It is a little known fact that this particular species of pachyderm is born with fully formed tusks. Quite a sight.
Come over here, Ducky. She's out. She's adorable.
Look at that little Sheila. She'll be a perfect addition to the herd. Let's give her a good once-over, eh?
She seems to be in perfect health and not afraid of us at all. I'm going to keep whistling and try to keep Freya calm.
Daisy is going over to try to get Freya up on her feet. She's been laying in the snow for what must be hours now. This little baby is something.
There you are, girl.
Is she okay?
She's a little groggy. She doesn't seem to recognize me. Whoa, girl. Move back.
Understandably, Freya's instincts are kicking in and she is putting some distance between Daisy and her baby. Daisy is not hitting Freya, but using the sound of the whip to try to get her to comply. She's not listening, Daisy. It's best to leave her be. Take a run off the cliff and don't forget to use the parachute that you packed.
What? I thought you said a parachute.
Oh dear. She seems to have turned on me. I'll have to just get away and we'll come back to Freya when she's calmed down in a few days. Easy, girl. I'm leaving you be. Watch those toes. I've never seen her act this way. Let's get out of here. And there's only one way off this mountain. That will do it for this episode. Stay tuned for scenes from next week's show. See you next time on Most Dangerous Jobs. Sometimes living in a harsh environment makes some of the animals a little aggressive. Ah, this looks like a prime candidate to bring in. Crikey! Nice and easy, just like that. Felicity, no! Oh.